Hi guys. Happy hold on. What is Thursday? It's July 1st. Wow, so yeah, this month it's going to be a lot better than the last month. I hope, anyway. The cards for this morning were incredible. Lots of renewal, lots of change, renewal, and luck is basically what is coming and what's being ushered in for basically the first of today. So yeah, it was a pretty good reading yesterday. I do my card readings at night, so then I know what's coming for the next day. It's not always, specifically for me. It's not for me at all. So it's for you guys and people that are on my Patreon page. So it was pretty interesting. It was really interesting. So I like that. And then I had a little Ouija session last night. Yes, I did get on the board. I told you guys I do get on the board. It's probably nightly, probably for about 10 to 15 minutes. So last night I sat down for about 25 minutes maybe. A half hour, if that, give or take. And I was actually concentrating on Malthus. But somebody else came through. It was my uncle. My uncle that just overdosed. It was intense. It was very emotional. It was like, I don't even have the words to describe the feeling. It was just really sad because, it's just like, why? So he came through, with his usual sense of humor. His nickname for me was Mr. Ouija, not Ouija, Mr. Ouija. So he threw out that one. He threw out a couple other names that I won't, tell because, he never called me Rai like everybody else does. You guys call me Rai on here, some of you. And then a lot of my little baby cousins, well, they're not, they're like almost 30 now. So yeah, my baby cousins, I'm going to just pretend that they're still like 12. They all call me Rai. But he didn't. He called me Udi, and that's what came through. I was talking to my grandma, my Ganny. She would hate it if she hated grandma. It's Ganny, not grandma. Whew, oh my god, I think I about got slapped one time when I said it to her, and she was like, no, that is not my name. Don't you dare call me grandma. It's Ganny. Or Ma. I called her Mom for a long time. But it was just really emotional, and it was pretty sad. I mean, I was bawling. I mean, I have tears. Tears are falling on the Ouija board, on the planchette, soaking into the wooden planchette. I'm like, crap, I'm going to ruin the board. But he came through, and I'm like, what happened? What did you do? And he said, one too many. One too many. He told me how happy he was. He told me that he was, in his heavenly dimension with my grandma, my Ganny. Sorry. And yeah, that was probably about the extent of it. I told him how much I loved him, and come visit, just come around. And it was just, yeah, it was nuts, but it was very emotional. So I don't want to go into that. But the names, the nicknames that just he rattled them all off. I'm like, I know who this is. So all right, so another movie review, The Unholy of 2021. Alright, so I really thought this was a really good adaptation, a really good remake of the 1988 one, was it? I think. So this is more, so there was a comment, somebody commented on the movie. I rented it. I think it was on, I don't know. There's so many TV platforms that you could rent. I don't know where I rented it, but it was like for like $9.99. You get it for 48 hours, or 72 actually, so 3 days. So it starts off with, the priest, the Catholic Church, of course, because the Catholic Church, the comment, first I want to tell you guys, the comment about the Catholic Church is basically, so every Catholic Church is built on top of a pagan shrine. The Cathedral of Notre Dame is built on a shrine to either Saturn or Aphrodite, or Venus. So I can kind of see where they're coming from. Basically, Catholics are worshiping the pagan deities and also Lucifer because they are disguised with the saints' images. So you can't come in and replace a deity that is an archetype of the universe with a new saint and say, this is what we're gonna pray to and worship this saint too. So they made a really good point with that. So I thought that was amazing. But yeah, basically, so it's the same thing. This girl Alice, she just miraculously, she can talk. And she's saying, Mary, she's calling me. Mary wants to speak. Mary is speaking to me now. I mean, it is so beautiful in the beginning. It really is. But then there's this, priest that was, I don't know if he's exiled or if he was, he lost his faith. So he left the Catholic Church, which I don't blame him. Because everything, all of these people go around the world and they try to, they have to, make sure the miracles are true. So they go around and they, they have a list of like, the ailment has to be, incurable, and it has to be cured instantly. So she did all this stuff. She healed these people. She healed the priest, who was having a heart attack in the church. So she healed him. But the beginning, all right. So we have this woman. Her name was Mary. She is inside of a tree. And they take a mask in the form of the Virgin Mary, and they hammer it to her face for practicing whatever they wanted to call it. I mean, it probably was a pagan practice, but they, framed it as satanic, which is stupidity from the church. So again, we have that stupidity there. But yeah, and then they have a kern doll, a kern baby, which is very common, for farmers and, traditional craft. They bring luck and good harvest. But they're also known to, if you, wrap them up, with, put a bit of, whomever's nail clippings or hair or anything about that person, from that person, the evil person, I hate that word, they put it inside that doll. And then they stamp a date, February 31st, 1775. Dates that don't exist. And then they, chain it up and they bind it. So in hopes to keep that soul trapped in that kern baby. So it's in the tree. The guy that has lost his faith, I mean, the Catholic priest is sitting there. I mean, they are, burning her as a witch, literally. Crucifying her, and, not crucifying, but they're killing her. They are, punishing her for being a witch, which is stupid. And the father, he's, they're doing the ceremonies and everything, and, he is, reciting these ridiculous Bible verses, and she's imprisoned in that kern baby. So the guy that has no faith, he comes back and, he finds that kern baby, and he's wondering, what the hell is this thing? Some way he breaks it, he opens it, and it releases the spirit of this Mary woman that is possessing the Alice, the girl that is miraculously healing these people. So she miraculously healed the lungs of the preacher. Like I said, they did x-rays of, they had 6 months to live for him. His lungs were, miraculously cured. The little boy miraculously cured. So the tree, so they thought the tree was like a relic, something sacred to the Catholic Church. But originally it was pagan, so they erected, all this stuff, all these crosses and everything on the tree to, honor the Virgin Mary and worship her and give their faith to her, or their devotion, and, accept her into their heart, which is very different. So it was very, kind of goddess-esque in a way. But it was just insane. It was really insane about, just the church, the churches, how they, it's ridiculous. I mean, how they treated the people back then, how they burned them, how they killed them, how they, hammered masks to people's faces, I mean, imagine nails going into your face, your forehead, especially like on Sabrina, when she gets slammed into that giant, like, thing with spikes. Yeah, that's kind of what that was. But yeah, she gets her revenge, definitely on the whole entire town. The whole entire town is following this Alice girl, because, they see her and they go with her, and the Virgin Mary talks to her in the tree. It's really actually the spirit of that or the Mary woman. But I thought it was really, really interesting. So where was I going with this? But yeah, they erected a new Catholic shrine around this tree, and they were going to all have a service. So the last service was so Mary could incarnate and come back, not the Virgin Mary, but just this witch Mary, so she could come back to this life and live. But I mean, it's just basically, it's the same plot and everything, the first one, but I mean, you can really definitely tell the pagan worship within Catholicism. So I think that was pretty, it's a really good movie. But then at the end of the movie, it tells you to be aware of false prophets and all that stuff. So I don't believe that. I don't believe the Bible at all, and I don't believe in Jesus or any of that. So, but I thought it was really, really interesting, but she did heal people. So why didn't they let the spirit of this woman take a hold of her? Because if they would have just cooperated, I'm sure I'm sure she didn't really want to steal everybody's soul. I mean, you can't do that. It's not possible. It's not logical. You can't. I mean, it's your soul. I mean, if we even have a soul, which I believe we do. I don't know how or why, but I think we do. It's just something that I feel in my gut, in my heart, in my head. So it all aligns with that. But yeah, it was pretty interesting. I mean, it just the way the Catholics worship the pagan deities under the guise of the saints. So thank you, Catholics. You're keeping the tradition alive. You're keeping our gods and goddesses energized. But I would totally think, the Catholicism is going to definitely butt heads with paganism and witchcraft. And that's what happened in the movie. So it was like a constant battle of, religions. And that's basically what it was. It wasn't, and then these weird messages, these cryptic messages that she would, blurt out. Let's see, something about being faith. If you lose faith, losing faith leads to basically like damnation. And I was like, yeah, no, it doesn't. But it was just, it was very interesting. But this girl kept getting possessed by her. By the, it was trying to come out. It was trying to come out. Well, everybody that, they went back and they found out that this Alice girl was a direct descent of that witch. So she was the only living bloodline left of Mary, the witch. So, as soon as, Alice, the last descendant of Mary, said, this is all a lie, because she was on TV, everybody was worshipping her. The girl, they were worshipping the girl, not the Virgin Mary. But yeah, it was crazy. And when she said this, when she stood up on the pedestal where the tree was, she told them that she was lying. It was all a big lie. And Mary had never spoken to her. She did it for attention, something like that. She went deaf. Again, she couldn't talk. Deaf. She couldn't hear. But it was really interesting when she could, going through the whole story. I mean, the major plot points are really, there. I've covered those, and I mean, it was just really neat. She got to experience music again, and she was listening to the music. And then she was working with this guy that was exiled from the church. And he was giving her all these CDs and stuff of, new music, and, she thought she was into country, and he's like, oh, why don't you try something else? And I'm like, yes, definitely try something else. But it was just really interesting. It makes you really question. I mean, it makes you question all the churches, because they're all built on top of old pagan temples. So it's just it was crazy. It was a crazy movie. It was really good. I don't believe it is based on. I mean, it is kind of based on true events, because these congregations, people flock to all these different places all over the world to be healed by the Virgin Mary with the water, and with the shrines and the statues and all of that. So that's definitely inherently pagan right there, like it or not. So yeah, if you have any kind of icon or image, graven image of any kind of saint, you're worshiping a pagan deity. So look behind who's behind that saint, what deity, sorry. But I thought it was pretty interesting. It just shows that Catholics are basically pagans. And what I took from that, while I was watching it, well, actually when I was in the shower earlier, just a little bit ago, I was thinking to myself, okay, you guys know that meme, and it has two people. One guy is writing, and it says paganism, and the other one is Christian, and he's looking over on paganism and writing it down, copying. So you can kind of see those, the integration of paganism within basically everything Christian. Everything Catholic and everything Christian. But yeah, it was definitely not an attack on the Catholic Church. It wasn't an attack on anybody, really. It was just, a really good story about, these miraculous healings and the hands-on, faith healing and all that stuff. She didn't talk in tongues, which I liked, because I think that's ridiculous. If you're going to talk in tongues, I mean, I think that's just ridiculously stupid. But yeah, the whole faith healing and all that, I don't believe it, honestly, I don't. I don't believe somebody can, lay one hand on somebody and miraculously be cured. I think that is all a lie. I think that's the placebo effect, honestly, or it is pure magic. So, but I mean, the whole movie was good. It was really good to watch. It was really interesting to watch. So, I want more. I want like a second part. But it was interesting because when she did come through and say this she was lying about it all these people, they were just in tears. They were just crying and bawling, and it was sad. It was really sad to see these people, being, let down. let down with their faith, and it just kind of, you know, makes you think, why? But it was a really good movie. It really was. So I highly suggest it. But yeah, The Unholy 2021. It does resemble a little bit of The Exorcism of Emily Rose, when Mayor Emily is going out and she's seeing the Virgin Mary, and you know she's you know looking out and just kind of spacing off, and it kind of resembles that in a way. Very interesting though. The Curran Babies, very interesting. A very interesting plot point there too. So make sure you watch it from beginning to end, because there's so much jam-packed into this one movie that I can't even explain all of it. So that's just kind of my viewpoint. But I mean, yeah, of course, yeah, I think, you know, along with doctors, yeah, you can become healed miraculously. I kind of think it. If you're with the doctors and you're following doctors' procedures, and you know you're doing your own healing, like we've all discussed on here before. So, very good movie. Very good movie. All right, let's do some coffee talk. But yeah, I just thought it was really interesting. I really did. I thought it was really interesting. You know, the undertone of paganism within Catholicism. But the comment, I don't know where I saw the comment, but the guy that said that, I was just like, yes, but I couldn't comment back. I couldn't even copy and paste the comment, because that's what I was going to do. The special effects are just better. So it's just kind of like amped up a little bit. So it just little twerks and tweaks and, you know, different things about the movie was, you know, it's basically the same plot, same everything. Just modern. Very interesting though. But yeah, all these people that go through, you know, pilgrimages to, you know, be healed, and people that crawl on the ground with crosses on their back, I think that is just ridiculous. I mean, who requires that? What religion requires you to suffer to such an extent to be saved? Christianity. That's what religion does it. And it's not even a religion, it's a cult. All aspects of Christianity are a cult. It's just because they are, you know, directly trying to force their, you know, force you to convert. Always. So, and the Bible always says, you know, watch out for false prophets. Well, I mean, my gods, look how many, you know, false Christians there are. So I think, you know, it's just, they are the false prophets, so. But yeah, it was just really interesting. Really interesting. But yeah, the church, I don't know. I have no idea. It just kind of confirmed my thoughts and opinions on Catholicism and Christianity and how it's taken over, you know, and demonized everything. Literally everything. So yeah. Well, I mean, I think you guys would like it. I really think you guys would like that movie. It's pretty good. It's a really low movie though, but when the high points come, like you have your volume all the way up, and then something big happens, and it's like, whoa, you get freaked out. It's like, God. It's like, okay, quit that. I hate that. The volume up, down, up, down. I'm like, I can't. It's very difficult to really get the whole context of the movie with, you know, that kind of a volume and whatever. So fix that, you guys. Whoever made that movie. But yeah, it just confirms, you know, to me, again, that Catholicism and, you know, Christianity are basically inherently pagan. So yes. Alright, Sheila Nagel. Hi. Damn, YouTube, it's sending me videos that happened like a day or so ago. I don't know why. I don't know why, honestly. Lady Witch, hi love. Cindy Miller. Santa Marta and Harley, Brent Edwards, Lord Welb, the partial son, hello. Kara, I hope I'm saying one of them right. Leila Custa, hi. Jay Phoenix, my bro, I love you. Beetle Depp, 3000. I don't know what song that is with John Lennon, part 1 of 2. I don't know that. I have no clue. So, I don't know. Diane Hannon. Hi, love. Why are there two of you? Are you being, impostered? I hope not. I really hope not. Alright, Jay Phoenix. Alexandra Hill, hi. Eva Lagasi, Sissy Sivither. I hope you guys are behaving. Yes, you guys are. Thank you. My Queen of Negativity, hi, my darling. J. Anthony W., how are you? Queen of Negativity, Alchemy of Life, Kate the Witch, hi, my darling. Osami Yuichi? Oh god, I hope I said that right. Lisa Oaks, Mr. Dizzy Von Clutch, Diana, hi. Sky Sullivan, hi, my love. Hi, guys. Habib, hi. I like that name, I don't know why, I just do. S. Chloe Flores, hi. Hola. Cat Braun, hi, my darling. You're so cute, I love you. Janelle Longoria, hi. I have no idea who you are. Jeremy is such a good soul. Thanks for mentioning him in your video. I'm sure he loved it, and many blessings to you. Aw, thank you. I do not know who you are, but thank you. Falcon Moon, hi. It's been forever. Lisa Oaks, I Shakes a Booty. You guys are amazing. I love your guys' names. You guys are so creative. I don't even know how to say that name, so I'm not going to. My Jasper Quinzel. Black, sorry. So, alright guys. But yeah, it's just a good movie. I mean, it's a really good movie, so watch it. Definitely, it's worth, fun. It's for the fun, not for, anything factual or anything like that. So, I will see you guys tomorrow. I have to go push mow. It's finally stopped raining. I swear the grass is like freaking 2 feet tall. But alright, everybody, please be safe, stay healthy, don't be going anywhere on me. I love you guys too much. And I will see you guys tomorrow. So everybody enjoy your day. All my love, all the way from Venus, all the way back down. I am burning up. And I will see you all tomorrow. So, yes, just please be safe and all that, and healthy, and stay good, and I love you guys.